Now, looks like we are live. So if you are on Instagram, go to YouTube, youtube.com, Clay Souza Official. Live, I just started live over there. Uh, let's do it. 5 must-haves before any photo session. If you are on Instagram, go to youtube.com, Clay Souza Official. Let me know in the comments if you're there, so I know that you just joined. Let me see if I can change cameras here. Uh, camera. This one. Oops, not this one. Cam link 4. There you go. There you go. There you go. I have this guy over here. It's not supposed to be here, but I don't know. All right, all right, all right. Let's do it. Hey, Delmar, how are you? Good to see you here, my man. Let me know if the sound is all right. Let me know if you can hear me okay for us to get started in a few minutes. 8:08 now. Let me know, let me know, let me know if you can hear me okay. Let me know if you can hear me. Delmar, can you hear me, brother? Let me know if you can. Yeah, sounds good. Good. Thank you. Thank you. So tonight we're going to talk about the 5 things you need to have before any photo shoot. Any photo shoot you do, you need to have these 5 things. And tonight that's what we're going to talk about. Uh, hey, Alex, how are you, my man? Good to see you here. Um, uh, one. Okay, number 4 is hello, hello, hello. I'm just finish writing something here. Okay. Say Alex. Same here, but it's being really busy. That's busy is good, right? Busy is good. We've been extremely busy. So if you're still on Instagram, please go to YouTube. Every live that we have now is done on YouTube, not on Instagram anymore. And here's the URL: youtube.com Clay Souza Official. It's also on the bio there on Instagram. I have a typo here on YouTube. Forgot it. Oh, YouTube. Oops. Came up with this name, YouTube. That's a weird name. I think it's a weird name. All right, so let me know. So I still have somebody on Instagram. If you are on Instagram now, please head out to YouTube, youtube.com, Clay Souza Official, for us to get started over there. We just started the live there, waiting for you guys to join before we can get going. All right. So excited about this topic tonight. Topic tonight is good. It's going to help not only wedding photographers, but I'm trying to do more content that's not only wedding related, because I know most a lot of you don't really do weddings. So if you're hopping from Instagram into YouTube, let me know here in the comments. Just say hi, so I know that you're here, because I cannot see a list of people. So I know that you are here with me. If you are on Instagram, please go to youtube.com Clay Souza Official. I'm seeing some people on Instagram. I need you guys to hop into YouTube. All lives are now on YouTube. We don't do lives on Instagram anymore. YouTube, I have way more resources to do better lives for you. And tonight, I can't go too long tonight, because I have a call with a bride. They're going to call at 9 o'clock. So we need to go boom, 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 quick. And yes, 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 yes. Let me tell you something funny that just, I mean, funny, interesting that just happened. Um, last weekend, no, 2 weekends ago, we shot a bride and groom portrait. Uh, a few things that I found like very interesting about this, how this gig got to us. Number one, she was going to get married at a venue, was looking for photographers, decided to get married in a different venue, and the venue is all inclusive. So here is the differential, guys. This is like the differential that you need to have. So the venue is all inclusive, comes with a wedding photographer. She said, fine. So she books the venue, and then she goes and she books the venue before talking to the photographer. She looks at the photographer portfolio. I'm not 100% sure she said that, but I don't think she likes much. And she went to talk to the photographer, and she was talking about style. I want some more dramatic style, blah, 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 all the kind of stuff that she wanted. Guess what? The photographer is a natural light photographer, and she doesn't do the type of stuff that we do. Well. Now we have workshop presencial, Mazudri. All right, somebody's writing Portuguese here. I love it. I love it. Where are you from, my brother? So she contacts. So anyway, so it's a natural light photographer. She knows she's not going to get the image that she wants for her wedding, and she goes online looking for photographers. Where did she find us? Where did she find us? From Wedding Wire, from our website, from Google, from Instagram, Facebook. She found us on Pinterest. Pinterest. Can you believe that? She found us on Pinterest. From Pinterest, she went to our website. From our website, she contacted us, and we shot her bridal portraits, because she knows she's not going to get the type of image that we create on her wedding day. And because the venue already comes with the photographer, she's just going to keep up, have the photographer. She's going to have the photographer that she's not going to deliver the image that she wants. So this is what I keep telling you guys. And if you're not believing me, I can have more ways to prove to you that you have to have a defined style to grab the clients that you want. So she is. So we shot her bridal portrait, bride and groom portrait not last week, the 2 weekends ago. Beautiful couple, young, energetic, a lot of beautiful pictures. I'm really dying to deliver those pictures to her. She already talked about buying wall art. She already talked about everything that we do here. So Pinterest, one more thing for us to pay attention to, right? Pinterest. Pinterest has become I think it's the second. I know I was doing some research on it and look at some numbers, and I think it's the second most used search engine, because people can search on by pictures, so visual, right? All right, so Mazudri, Brazil, já morei, she has lived in Apex, now is in Florida, but always in North Carolina. Yeah, so I've been planning a presential workshop for the past 3 years. It's like I want to do like a full wedding boot camp, like 2.5 days, 3 days, whatever it takes for us to go through and show you how we shoot every part of the wedding. Not only that, but how we market, how we talk to clients, show you our website templates, how we sell, do the whole boot camp, wedding boot camp, where you're gonna live there like really prepared for wedding. Show you how you should getting ready, first look, how we run a wedding day. Not only that, but also how we market, how we do everything to keep us busy all year round. As you all already know, I'm fully booked this year, half booked for next year. Just close the wedding today for next year, so they keep coming. All right. So let's get to the topic of the live tonight. Tonight we're going to talk about five. Um, we're going to talk about five. All right. Let's do this. Five must-haves before any photo session. That's the topic for tonight. Five must-haves before any photo session. Why did I decide to talk about this? I decided to talk about this because I've been getting some questions, and I think the reason I'm getting those questions is pretty much because people are going to these photo shoots a little bit like on the fly without thinking before. And the key word here is before, right? That's a B and the number 4 here. Before. That's the key word. Because once you're there, you don't have time to think about what you should have done. Once you're there, so you don't have time to think about, oh, I should have done this research, I should have done this, I should have done that. That is too late. You end up running through stuff, not really thinking about stuff well, and then this thing becomes a nightmare, right? When I say a nightmare, I'm talking about your pictures are not the best ones that you can deliver. The client report, the client interaction is not good, and you're not going to be able to create beautiful images, which is going to lead you to not being able to sell. This is all about selling. At the end of the day, you should be concerned about creating really good images. So creating really good solid image so you can sell, you can have a nice and solid IPS at the end of the day. Because you all know, I've said this here several times, if you try to run your business on $199 sessions, $299 sessions, that's fine. But do the math and see how many sessions you have to do in a year at a cost of $299 or $199, whatever you charge, and then just like shoot and burning. Do the math, see how many sessions you have to do to make $100,000 a year with your photography, to make 6 digits with your photography. That's going to be an absurd amount of sessions that you have to cover. So we need to rely, we need to rely on what? IPS, in-person sales. But the IPS starts way before the IPS itself. The IPS starts on the photo shoot. The IPS starts when you're doing a consultation with them. So that's why I'm doing this topic tonight, because I've been getting some questions that I think people are failing to plan. And if you guys know me, planning is everything. As a wedding photographer, I need to plan. I need to know where I'm going to be on a wedding day. So I need to follow timelines. I need to do all of that. So that's why we're going to talk about this tonight, right? So let me switch my camera here again. And all right, must-haves before any photo session. So like I said before, you need to know what you get yourself into. I mean, that's the biggest question. So number one here, I would say the number one important must-have that you need to know is to define your objective. Oops. objective. There's a C here. Oh, my hand is getting caught on the microphone. Define your objective. And what do I mean by define your objective? What I mean by that is know what your client wants. I mean, ask these questions, guys. There's nothing wrong about asking questions to your client. This will guide you through what you need to know, how you need to shoot. What I'm talking about here is really have that conversation with your client. Ask your client, what's your goal for those images? If you're doing like a family portrait, what's your goal for this image? You're looking for some wall art to decorate your house. You're looking for some prints. You look for only digitals. I mean, that's going to tell you kind of how you're going to run your sessions. Because when I have a client here that comes to me and say, hey, I have no interest in prints. I have no interest in big wall art and stuff. I'm not going to focus a whole lot on creating big epic pictures. I may create one or two, but it's not going to be the focus of my session. So the session runs a little bit differently. So what happens, you need to talk to them beforehand to define your objective. Once you define your objective, you're going to know how you run your session, because this is going to be different, like a family or a high school senior or that type of stuff. And I'll tell you this, it's important to know this, because sometimes you're going to get clients that say, oh, I'm not interested in wall art. I really not going to print anything. And you end up create one or two like really beautiful, big, epic images, and they end up buying it. So what I'm saying here is, like, if they say they don't want it, this is not what I'm not saying. I'm not saying this. I'm not saying if they tell you they don't want buy prints, don't create epic images. Yeah, keep creating the epic image. That's good. Just don't create a whole lot of them, because those epic images, they take time, and they'll take time of the session. So create a few of them, maybe one or two of them, and gamble. Show the client. Maybe they're gonna buy a big print. You'll never know. But don't focus your energy on creating a lot of big images, because it may backfire on you. All right. Number 2, know your location. And I'm going to tell you why I added this one here. Know your location. Why did I add this one here? I'm going to tell you this. I need to move this mic somewhere else. This mic is bothering me. Right now, it's not working. Hold on. Okay, cool. I got it off the table, off the thing there. So know your location. Know where you're going to shoot. Why am I saying this? I mean, it may sound very obvious, but I'm going to give you an example where we all fall for this and end up getting ourselves in trouble. A lot of times, couples doing engagement sessions or doing family sessions, high school seniors, they say, oh, there is a beautiful park around my house, really close. We can have our pictures there. And you say, yeah, okay, let's go there. And you get there, there's nothing. It's a bad location. There's only wood and greenery, and there's no way for you to do any variations on that. Remember that in my business model, I'm always banking on providing a lot of images. This is what makes us sell, because we give a limited number of images or sessions. We have our session fee, and we give 5 images only together with the session fee. And then we create, we're showing 70, 80 fully edited, big, beautiful images to make them not be able to pick 5 amongst the 80. And then we sell all of them. So then we get a session that goes from $300-$400 to $1,200 easily, right? So if you get to a location where you have no resources, where you have nowhere to shoot, how are you going to create image that's different, right? You may be able to, maybe you are one that's super creative person who can create anything amazing or anything. Kudos to you. better person than I am. I need to have variety when I'm shooting. I get bored of shooting the same thing all the time. So that's why I shoot weddings, because every wedding is a different place. So know your location. This is one thing that we still do. I mean, we've been in business for 7 years. Uh, when we start our business, we used to go to the location beforehand. But now, I mean, time is very precious to us now. We don't have time to go. But what we do, if we shoot in a different location that we don't know, we go. First of all, let me backtrack a little bit. We never close a gig on a location that we don't know. If a client says, we have a park by my house that I want to see that park, I go online and make sure that I see pictures of that park. And let's say that it is somewhere that I look at it and say, oh, yeah, we can come up with some cool stuff here in this location. Then I will arrive at least half an hour earlier and look around to see where I'm going to shoot. Hardly ever I get to a location that I don't have time to look at it. I always try to get there like before my client, unless something really happens halfway that I cannot get there. So knowing your location is going to put you at ease, and it makes the session rolls a little bit easier because you're not concerned. So you know the place that you can go, the place that you cannot go. Now, on the flip side, if you know of a location, if you have locations around your area, like I have a location 5 minutes, 10 minutes here from my house, which I shoot a lot there, but it's big. It's really big. So I'm sure you guys have seen a lot of my pictures, and you don't know if it's the same location, because every time I go to a different spot and shoot different images, because it's big, there's a lot of variety. I have buildings, I have lake, I have not lake, a pond, I have bridges, I have woods, I have greenery, I have colors. So I can go around that location and come up with different stuff all the time. And it is 10 minutes from my house. So it's a location that I use a lot when I'm shooting. If you have something like that, it's always a good idea for you guys to have something like, under your sleeve, so you can present the client. Because a lot of times client comes to us and say, you guys have any locations that we want to shoot? Sure, we sure do. All right. And sometimes I get tired of shooting that location. I actually have 2 other locations that I go quite often, which are the same thing. So I can go around and shoot in different spaces. So it's very important for you to know your location, to really know your location, know where you're going to shoot. That way, your photo shoot is going to go smooth, or you're going to be struggling to get different stuff all the time. All right. So number 3, let me see what I'm writing here. So let me shift this higher a little bit. Number 3 is decide on the epics. So epic images, that I call them, are the environmental portraits that I sell, environmental portraits that I shoot. I try to shoot one of those like in every session, at least one, because even if you don't sell, and you stop thinking that the only reason you do this is for sale. No, it's not. If you can create some beautiful image, those images go into your portfolio. Now you're setting up your style to be what you want. And guys, when I talk about epics, I'm not talking about only my style of epics, right? The big, dramatic environmental portraits. It could be anything else, right? But something that defines your style. And this is going to help you to put on your social media. It's going to help you to put on your website. So that way we're reinforcing, you telling people who's coming to visit your website, people who come to see your work, this is my style, this is what I do, that is my specialty. Because people will pay more money and they will be more trustworthy of you if you are a specialist. Just think about this. If you break your hand and have to have hand surgery, would you go to your family practice? No, you're going to go to a hand specialist because that guy is a specialist. You're going to trust that person much more than you trust somebody who does everything. And this is what I keep going back to that topic over and over again to tell you that you have to be a specialist. You have to be somebody who is specialized on something, so people will value you more. It takes time to get there, but you know what? It is possible, and you should be thriving for that. All right. So let's go to number 4 now. Hang tight, almost done here. Number 4, equipment. Make sure your equipment works. Make sure you have everything that you need for the photo shoot. Make sure everything that you need is batteries are charged, camera batteries are charged. Make sure you have backup batteries. Make sure you have your lighting. If you're going to use lighting, make sure that you bring your light stands. Make sure everything is working in a working condition, because the most frustrating thing is you get there and things don't work. I have had photographer friends calling me who are shooting around me here, say, hey dude, I forgot my trigger, do you have and I say, yeah, I do have a trigger here. So where are you? Oh, I need it. My client's going to get here in 10 minutes. I say, okay, where are you? And they give me the location. I drive over there and land them a trigger because they forgot the trigger. I mean, it's fine. You can say, well, no, everybody makes mistake. You can give that excuse that everybody makes mistake, but some of these mistakes cannot happen, right? So if you're gonna go to a photo shoot, you have to have your equipment, you have to have your batteries charged. You cannot trust your battery saying, oh, I charged it last week, it may be charged now. Listen, I charge my batteries, all of them, every time I'm going to go on a photo shoot. If I'm shooting a wedding on Friday, I'm shooting a wedding on Saturday, I'm shooting a wedding on Sunday, I charge everything all the time, 3 times. And if I shot a wedding, or if I do a photo shoot on Monday, if I have another photo shoot on Wednesday, I charge everything. I don't want to have that extra stress when I get to the location and look at it. Oh, my batteries are down. My camera doesn't have enough batteries. And I always have backup batteries. So my backup batteries, they sit. I'm a little bit. I know I'm a little bit overboard with this. I'm a little bit anal about this. But on weddings, I go to weddings, I bring 2 cameras, both of them with me, right? My wife has her own equipment. But with me on wedding day, I bring 2 cameras. Every camera has a battery pack, goes with 2 batteries. And I bring 4 extra batteries to every wedding with me. My wife shooting with a single camera. She doesn't like the battery pack. She has one battery on her camera and 3 extra batteries with her, and all of them are charged all the time. Same thing for my triggers. My batteries for my triggers are charged all the time. I charge like, I think I charge like 12 batteries every time I'm going to shoot, because I always think something bad is going to happen. You need to be prepared. Also, don't forget to bring your gels. Don't forget to bring your grids. You may want to do something different. You may want to do a silhouette against a door with a gel with a different color. Always bring your gels, even if you don't think you're going to use it, because you never know. At the time, you can find a really cool spot to do something very creative. And if you don't have your equipment, you're going to kick yourself in the butt because of that. Something that I bring for every single photo shoot and I never use is a reflector. But I always bring it, not only because I may need to bounce light back, but probably not because of that. But sometimes we have sun coming in, we need to cover the subject to get the subject in the shadow. Sometimes you get a hard shadow here. We don't want to deal with that in post-production. So I always bring a reflector in that case. I hardly ever use it. But it's so small, it's thin, it's not something that takes space. It just stays with me all the time. All right, so that is number 4. And now if we go to to number 5. Number 5 is a very, very important one, because I think once I start doing this, um, everything changed and started flowing much, much, much better than what it usually was. Number 5, I'm not liking this camera definition tonight. Have a talk with your client before the session starts. Have a talk with your client before the session starts. And the answer, the key word here is before, right? And what do I mean by that? What do I mean by have a talk with your client? Well, you didn't say it already, talk to the client? Yeah, but I'm talking about the time that you get there. So you guys got there, the client got there, have a talk with your client, explain then what's going to happen. Just don't go, all right, let's get shooting, get your camera out, hey, do this, do that, and boom, 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 boom. No, I mean, understand that clients may be anxious for a lot of times. They've never done like any professional photography before. They've never been in front of the camera, so they don't really know what's going to happen. You may know on the top, from the top of your head, what's going to happen. They may not know what's going to happen, and it's when you explain them what's going to happen, it goes much easier. And let me tell you what I mean by explain then what's going to happen. So this is the let's say I'm shooting an engagement session, right? An engagement session, and assume that they're going to shoot to photograph the wedding with us. We're going to be the photographer for wedding day. Engagement sessions are great because you know, you get to know them beforehand, then they get to know you. They kind of have an idea how you operate. But let's say, so I got there at the location before. I have my game plan. I'm just waiting for them. They get there. I greet them. Hey guys, thanks for coming. I always compliment them on the outfit. Oh, you guys look great together. Love the outfit combination. Love what you did for the outfit. And I always want to be aware, is there any more outfits that you brought? A lot of times clients bring like luggage. They bring a big travel bag with a bunch of outfits. Doesn't mean that they want to wear each one of these. They brought options for you, right? So, and if that case, I ask them, did you guys bring any other outfit, or that's what you have? If they say, yeah, we brought some more for you to have a look at it, and I stop and say, okay, let's have a look at it. And then I go through the outfits, picking what he should be wearing with what she should be wearing. And I always ask, how do you like this? I always try to match the outfits, but based on what they like best. Because if they address with an outfit that they like, they're going to be more relaxed. They're going to be more responsive than anything. There's more chance they're going to like the pictures better if they're wearing something that they already like. Okay. So having that conversation is important. Then I pick the outfit. So, and I'm going to say, okay, you're going to do one outfit change. I usually do only one outfit change because I don't want my sessions to be long unless they ask me for more. And then we do it. But if they don't say anything, we do like one outfit change. And then once the outfit thing is out of the way, I start explaining them how the session is going to go. And the conversation goes something like this. Guys, so have you ever done a professional photo shoot before? And they say yes, no. Let's say they say no, we never. How you guys feeling? You guys nervous? Yeah, we're a little bit, awkward and stuff. I said, don't worry, it's my job to make you guys comfortable, and you're going to look amazing in your pictures. It's my job to do that. You don't need to worry about anything else. But let me ask you this question. This is me having this conversation with them, just like I'm talking to you right now. So let me ask you this question. How are you guys as a couple? Are you guys more like cute, like, playful with each other, or you guys are more serious, more reserved? I need to know that, because this is going to tell me how am I going to run the session. Am I going to have to pose a lot? Am I going to leave them by themselves doing what they want? Because guys, let's I'm 100% sure you all have heard this. Oh, we like candid pictures. we like the candid pictures, right? The natural candid pictures. And I say, okay, all right, cool. Do your thing. Go ahead, stop it by the tree and do your thing. And then they look at me and say, what are you going to do? So that's not candid anymore, right? That is posed. So I kind of have to figure out who they are, because some couples are very cute together. You just put them together and they start playing around and talking and and just messing with each other to create some nice pictures. Other couples are a little bit more reserved, and you have to guide them through the entire thing. So I'm figuring that out when I'm talking to them, because this is going to tell me how I'm going to run my sessions. With all of that said, the way I run my sessions is I always start with the posed ones to take away so they get to know me, especially because I have an accent. So I need to make sure they understand what I'm saying. I'm speaking slowly, and I'm giving direction calmly and explain them what's going to happen. In the beginning, I'm really not obsessed with details because I don't want to keep correcting them all the time. As we warm up, as things get more relaxed, then I start being a little bit more picky here and there. Okay, so then I start posing them. So once I start posing them, I take my safe shots, right? So they pose there, I take my safe shots, and then I ask them, just play with her a little bit. So I look at the groom and say, just play with her a little bit, right? And they play what? Play with her hair, grab her cheek, like here, give her a kiss, and let them do their own thing. That at that point, they already kind of know what I'm after, and they do their own thing there. Now, does it work with every couple? No, it doesn't. Some couples are really awkward. They don't feel comfortable doing that. They want to be guided from beginning to end. And then you're going to guide them from beginning to end. If you get a couple, for instance, like a couple who, engaged couple who are really cute with each other, all you need to do is to place them. You give a little bit of guidance, take 1 or 2, 3 shots, and let them do what they do best. Those are the best pictures. They are very candid, very natural, but you already pose them in a position where you know it's going to look good, instead of just like standing there and being awkward, right? But having that conversation in the beginning, this is why this is a very important here on our list. Have a talk with your client before the session starts. Tell them what's going to happen. Tell them, hey, I'm going to guide you guys. Don't worry, I'm going to guide you. I'm going to hold your hand throughout the entire photo shoot, so you're not ever going to feel lost. Okay, have that talk with them, show them how to do stuff, and let them a little bit loose. Little by little, what you're going to realize is that the more you do this, the easier your photo shoots are going to get, the better image you're going to get. It's going to go faster, it's going to go smoother, and you're going to come up with better images, because now they are prepared. They know what's going to happen, right? And confused clients, they don't pose well, they don't interact with you because they don't know what to do, and confused clients will never buy anything from you. All right, so just let's sum it up. Let's sum it up here. So 5 must-haves before any photo session. Define your objective. What am I going to shoot here? What are you going to do with those images? Is this all social media images, or they are images that they want to buy prints? Okay, know your location. If you don't know the location you're going to shoot, if you never shot there, arrive early. Go online and look for this location. This is a park. There's got to be a website. There's got to be a way for you to find that location. All right. Decide on the epics. Epics, remember, epics don't mean just the environmental big portrait. Epics is your style. Define your style, because epics, even if you don't sell them, they're going to be useful to you, to your social media and website. Check your equipment. I can't reinforce this enough. Check your equipment. You don't want to be that person calling a buddy to bring you a trigger or bring you batteries because you forgot to charge them. Check your equipment, and don't check just before the session, because if your batteries are drained, you're not going to have time to charge them. I'm always check at least a night before. So the day of the photo shoot, I don't like touching my gear. The day of the photo shoot, I have everything ready. In the morning, when I get up in the morning, everything's packed up by the door, just waiting for me to leave the house. And last but not least, have a talk with your client before the session starts. Explain them what is going to happen. Check outfits. Ask them what you don't want to happen on the outfits, especially on the outfits. You don't want something like you halfway through the session and they go to, oh, by the way, we have 2 more outfits. And you're like, shit, what am I going to do now? Right? Now you have to run through the whole thing, know how many outfits you have, limit the number of outfits, stop this nonsense of shooting like 5. We're going to shoot an hour and a half, 5 outfits, 3 different locations. What's going to happen? It's not going to happen. This is what's going to happen. It's not possible to do that. It's not humanly possible to do that. If you're going to change 5 outfits, you need to have at least half an hour, 40 minutes in each of them, and plus changing time, right? Because it doesn't happen like this, changing time. Okay, so limit the number of outfits that you shoot. Ask them beforehand, do you have more outfits? And also make sure you explain what's going to happen, because they will be lost. Remember that those people probably have never had their pictures professionally taken. So it's your job as a professional photographer, as a trusted advisor. I keep repeating these 2 words, trusted advisor, because once you become the trusted advisor, all the objections are out of the table. The pricing objections off the table, purchase objections off the table, because you the trusted advisor. They trust you to do what you do best, which is to photograph and to advise them on what to purchase, what's going to be better for them. Okay, I've had clients who got here and look at all the images and say, oh my god, I want like a 24 by 36, but I don't know which image to pick. Clay, you pick it. I mean, how crazy is that, right? You pick it, because they trust me, because I've been shooting this family every single year for like, I think five years now. And they tell me, no, you pick it. We trust you, you pick it. I want this, I want an album. You pick the image for the album. Just let me know which one. And I send them a preview before they approve it, done. Because I was able to establish myself as a trusted advisor to them. And this is your goal. Remember, I keep saying this. Those 5 things, we never talk about the photography, the technique itself. We always talking about things about photography. It's not about your photography. It's about how you make people feel, how you establish yourself as a trusted advisor to them. All right? Let me know if you have any questions. I'm talking a lot tonight and I don't have, oh, my water is over here. Let me know if you have any questions. I don't see any questions popping up right now. And I think that's all. Ooh, it's almost 9 o'clock. I have a interview with a bride, not interview, but it's a timeline meeting with a bride on a wedding they're going to shoot on Saturday. So I need to get out of here right now. It's 9 o'clock, it's 10 before 9. All right. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate each and every one of you spending time with me here. I hope these tips are helpful. I will upload this video on YouTube. I will edit it probably tomorrow, because I have this meeting tonight and I have other stuff to do. Probably not going to have time tonight to do that, but probably tomorrow is going to be on YouTube. If you guys want to rewatch it, you can rewatch it on YouTube. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you, Delmar. Thank you, Gabriel Mazudri. Obrigado, amigo. Alex, thank you so much. I truly appreciate each and every one of you to being here every weekend and weekend out with me. Keep telling your friends about our channel here on YouTube. So let's grow our community and let's make some art. Let's make shit happen. All right. Thank you, guys. Have a great night, and I will see you again on Monday at 8:08 p.m. with 8:08 with Clay. Have a good night, guys. Bye.